I'm about that life right now. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say, guys? You know. What are you guys eating on Christmas? I want to know. I'm nosy. Let's just act like that didn't happen. I want a redemption on a pretty lasagna. These are the best cinnamon rolls I've ever made in my entire life. It's literally so like soft and chewy.
Welcome back, you guys. Let's jump right into this. So first I'm going to be starting off with my biscuits. You guys have seen me make this a million times. If you're new here, I will have a card up in the top right. I have been getting a few questions lately on why I don't use a food processor to do my whole butter into flour thing. I don't do that because I don't like it. It's not like I personally don't like doing it that way. I'd rather do it by hand. There's a couple reasons for that, just because it's my preference, and two, because I feel like you're putting the love into it when you do it that way. I just wanted to throw that out there, but I should have everything linked down in the description below. I'm trying to get better with that, you guys, so bear with me. A couple of keynotes that you guys already know, that when you're making biscuits, you want to make sure that everything's cold. Even though I'm heating this up with my hands a little bit, I only do this with my biscuits. Because I really want to work the butter into the flour. And then I'm doing buttermilk. So what I do is I measure about 3/4 cup of buttermilk, and then I add honey until it gets to a cup. Not completely exact every time what I do, but that's roughly the measurements that I use. And then I mix that together and then add that until my biscuit dough comes together. But I don't normally like to roll out my biscuits. The only reason why I rolled out my biscuits is, one, because this recipe, I only do 2 cups. So I only yield about 6 or 7 biscuits if it's just me and Aiden. And I don't normally roll them out because I like the character they have when I don't roll them out. And I rolled them out thinner so that I could get more. It was good. They were good, but I don't like them that thin. I like them to be like tall biscuits. And then I put those biscuits in the oven at 425, I think, because as soon as I'm done rolling them out, I put them back in the fridge for 30 minutes so that they can rest and the butter can cool down again. And then after that, I put them in the oven at 375 until they are golden brown on top. And you can brush a little bit of butter towards the end of that baking process. And now I'm gonna start the gravy. I just wanted to make a quick gravy because I love biscuits and gravy. I'm just gonna make a quick vegetarian one. Like I said, me and my son love biscuits and gravy, and so I try to make as much as I can vegetarian so that he can eat it as well. And to this, if you want to spice it up, you can add whatever kind of seasonings you like. You can add veggie stock, or like, obviously, if you're not a vegetarian, you can do sausage gravy. I love, love, love sausage gravy. Like I said, I have a video on me making sausage gravy if you guys want to check that out. And so I'm going to saute my onions. I'm going to try to get a little bit of color on them. Just because, like I said, there's no meat in this, so I'm trying to add some flavor where I can. And then I add some salt to loosen or to saute those a little bit quicker. Add my garlic, and I add a couple of sprigs of thyme. And then I'm gonna add my flour. I added about 2 tablespoons, maybe about 2 tablespoons. And then I'm gonna toast the tablespoon, or toast the flour for about 3 to 4 minutes to cook off the flour taste. And then I'm gonna also add my pepper to toast the pepper. It's kind of like toasting spices, so I'm gonna toast the pepper too. And then after that, I'm just gonna add milk. I add milk, and then I cook it a little bit to see how thick it is. And then I just kind of cook it to the consistency I like, which is here, which I like. This is good right here for me. And then now I'm gonna do the pancakes. And like I said, that should be linked in the description, all the ingredients and the measurements. I'm doing half milk, half buttermilk, and I'm doing honey instead of sugar because I don't know, I just wanted to go with honey. You can go with sugar, obviously. And then with pancakes, I like my batter to be thick. I like a thick, like, I don't know how to explain it, but I like a thick batter. I like a very fluffy, thick pancakes, if that makes sense. But you know, you can always thin it out to how you want it to be. But yeah, this is pretty straightforward recipe. And then I'm just going to cook my pancakes, which pretty simple. I use oil instead of butter. Butter browns way too fast. It burns too fast. So I use a little bit of oil, and then I do my pancakes. I am going to be doing my bacon on a sheet tray. You guys already know this about me. If you don't, then now you do. I like to do it on a sheet tray because it cooks more consistently, it's more even, and it's hassle-free. You just kind of put it on your sheet tray and throw it in the oven and you watch it. Don't get me wrong, you gotta watch it so it doesn't go up in flames, but throw it in there. If you're not trying to keep an eye on it like every second, I would throw it in at 325 just to be safe. But if you're gonna watch it, throw it in at 350 and check it. Like just peep in there like every 5 to 6 minutes to make sure it's not burning up. And then you see, it just kind of comes out perfect. You can cook it to the consistency you want it. So if you want it to be super crispy, you go a lot longer, obviously. If not, you do a lot shorter. And now I'm going to be doing my potatoes. The potatoes were actually one of my favorite parts. These potatoes came out really, 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 really good. I'm doing some Yukon Gold potatoes, and I'm just going to do big chunks because I like it that way. I love hash browns. I will, maybe in the near future, if I do another breakfast feast, which I'm sure I will, I'll do hash browns. But I decided to do these potatoes, kind of like a hash potato, big chunks. And I think Yukon Gold is perfect for this because it doesn't have as much starch. And I just think it has more of a velvety texture when you're eating it. I put them in water while I cut up my onion and bell pepper. And I'm just using a red bell pepper and I'm going to dice it. Don't be distracted by how dumb I was cutting this bell pepper. I was talking to Aiden and getting completely distracted. But I dice those up pretty big as well, and then my onion pretty big, and then I'm gonna be putting rosemary in it and a couple, or actually 4 cloves of garlic. And then I'm going to be adding oil to my potatoes. I'm going to be throwing in the rosemary, bell peppers, onion, salt, and pepper. Don't be afraid of the oil. Don't be afraid of the salt and pepper. Season it like you want flavor in every single bite, you guys. So don't be afraid of the seasoning. And obviously you can add more than salt and pepper. This is just a personal preference. I like it this way. You can add garlic powder, onion powder, any kind of spice you want to use to jazz it up. Be my guest. And then after I'm done with that, I'm just going to show you guys how I do my eggs real quick. I do my scrambled eggs like this all of the time. If I don't have heavy cream, I just use water or milk or anything I have on hand. But I did have heavy cream on hand, so I'm going to be cracking about 6 eggs for me and Aiden. And then what I add is like a couple tablespoons or like a tablespoon of heavy cream, and then I add water. I add both for volume so I can get more out of my eggs basically, and then the cream for just like that creamy flavor, that creamy buttery flavor. And then I whisk it. Don't whisk it too much. You don't want it to be like just air you're whipping into your eggs, but enough, you know. And then I butter my pan really well. I place the eggs in the pan, and then once I start to see it cook and bubble a little bit, then I kind of maneuver my spatula to let in the uncooked egg underneath, if that makes sense. And then I just kind of keep doing that until they're fully cooked. And as soon as I start to see them, like as soon as it starts to come together, I turn off the heat, and then I just let the heat from the pan cook the rest of it, because we don't want no overcooked eggs over here, y'all. No overcooked eggs. And then you can add your salt and pepper. I don't like adding salt and pepper before I've cooked my eggs. I don't like to add it before I put it in the pan, because I feel like the salt draws out the moisture from the egg. So I like to add it after. And then that's it, you guys. I'm just gonna be plating it up really quickly. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I am going to show you guys a little glimpse of my cinnamon rolls. They were just so beautiful. They came out perfect. Anyway, if you guys are still here, so leave me some egg emojis if you guys are still here, and I will see you guys in the mukbang part.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, and as you guys can see from the title and the thumbnail, I made a breakfast feast for you guys. I know that in the last video when I had my Jamaican Chronicles, I asked you guys what I kind of mentioned having a breakfast feast, but like a Christmas breakfast feast, so you wouldn't really make this like on a you know, just a random day. I mean, you could make this on a random day, but the whole point is it is like a Christmas breakfast feast. I know a lot of people don't eat like traditional, like how you would on Thanksgiving. On one of my community posts, I asked if you guys ate the same thing for Thanksgiving that you did for Christmas, and a lot of you guys had varying answers, like seafood, pasta, roast, chicken, like not traditional. And some of you guys said breakfast, and so I'm thinking like, you know what? I actually really enjoy breakfast on Christmas, so this is my Christmas feast. And as you guys can see, I got cinnamon rolls, I got potato hash, like hash potatoes, eggs, and I would have did fried eggs, but fried eggs are actually my favorite, and I would have did that, but I felt like they wouldn't keep up, like they wouldn't hold the temp, and it would be kind of weird. But anyway, so I didn't do that. And then I have some buttermilk biscuits, some pancakes, bacon, and vegetarian gravy, which is cooling down, which is kind of sad. But I'm super excited about these. I cheated and I ate one, and I also gave my son one, and I've been kind of munching a little bit. So I got my plate down here. I'm gonna grab a few things. And then we can start eating and getting into it and talking. All right, you guys, I made my little plate. Let's scoot all this over so I can fit my little plate up here. So on my plate, let me move this out of the way and have it like that. So on my plate, I have a biscuit, some gravy, eggs, the potatoes, and some bacon. I'm not gonna eat any pancakes because I'm not really in the mood for pancakes. I made those more for Aiden and for you guys. And yeah, and then I'm gonna eat a cinnamon roll after I'm done with this because I like to have savory. I'm not really like, I'm a huge breakfast person, like huge. I love breakfast so much. It's probably one of my favorites of all time. So I'm actually kind of shocked that I have not done a breakfast feast on this channel yet. But yes. Oh, and look, guys, I have my salsa from the other day. When did I make? Oh, for the burritos. I have my salsa from the burritos, guys. So I'm gonna put a little bit of that on my plate. Spicy. And I would have ketchup because I like to put ketchup on my potatoes and eggs, but I ran out of ketchup, so I got some Tabasco. I'm gonna put a little of that. But let's get into this, and then I'll talk to you guys a little bit about what's going on. Oh my God, that biscuit. I should have got a close-up of the biscuit. I should pick it up and eat it. I mean, what's there to be said? Like, you can't go wrong with breakfast. You can't go wrong with breakfast, you guys. So, I want to say that I was going back and forth between French toast and cinnamon rolls, but a lot of you guys said cinnamon rolls, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to do that instead of French toast. And then I decided to do pancakes over them as well. So I went with 2 sweets, and I like French toast, but I don't like it more than, you know what I mean? So that's why I chose that. And this hash is so perfect. Let me know if you guys watched the recipe part on the hash. This came out like so, these potatoes are so tender, so tender. They're so tender on the inside and just like perfectly crispy. Like, oh, I love breakfast. I love it so much. And honestly, this was super easy. I'm gonna pick this biscuit up. So I'm about that life right now. Put a little bit of potato. Can I fit both of the potatoes on there? Let's put a little of this sausage, or this gravy. I almost said sausage gravy. And salsa. Here we go. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say, guys? You know. This was incredibly easy. This was so easy. I try to make it like an easy thing. But it's so easy and just straightforward. And then whatever you traditionally do, you can just add to that. You know what I mean? This is so good. I made these buttermilk biscuits, and this is the only recipe that I do. I made them a little thinner. They're falling apart a little bit because the butter. Let's just act like that didn't happen. You know what? Let's make like a little bacon sandwich. Let's make a little bacon. Put everything on top of this bacon. Take that little strip. Okay, that's falling apart. Hold on, let's move that. Okay, bacon sandwich underway. Right there. I'll bring it to the camera as if you guys can see. But good news, I'm getting a new camera. That salsa. I don't even need ketchup. I did good on my plate, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. Let's see what time it is. It's 3 o'clock. This took me about, if I started at 11, this took me a few hours, and that's like with filming, and I got ready. What I did is, so this is how I know, listen, this is how I know you guys can do this on Christmas morning and still have enough time. Like if you started early, if you're just doing breakfast and then like going somewhere else or whatever, you could do this and get ready at the same time, because that's basically what I did. I got up, I threw my potatoes in, and I made my batter ahead of time. I made all my dough ahead of time, and then I just got ready and then did what I was supposed to do. That's where it's at, y'all. So tell me what you guys think. What are you guys eating on Christmas? I want to know. I'm nosy. Are you guys having breakfast? You having lunch? You having dinner? What kind of dinner you guys having? I am still going to do a Christmas feast for you guys, but like I said in the previous video, I'm going to keep it real simple and real low key, kind of like a Sunday dinner type of thing. And then on Christmas, on actual Christmas, a lot of you guys said you eat pasta. And I think I'm low-key gonna eat pasta, because a lot of you guys say you eat pasta and like seafood. I'm not a huge seafood person, so I'm not gonna eat seafood, but a lot of you guys said pasta, and I'm really thinking about doing lasagna and showing you guys how I do it this time, because I've been meaning to do like a part 2 on the lasagna because the other one I have is with Chris, and I wasn't like the hugest fan of that. Even though all of the flavors were there, it was ugly. It was an ugly lasagna. So I want a redemption on a pretty lasagna, and I kind of want to show you guys that, and I think I kind of want to eat that. I asked Aiden if he would want that for Christmas dinner instead of like traditional what we had like 15 times last month for Thanksgiving. So I asked him if he would be okay with lasagna, and I think he really wants the lasagna, you guys. Anyway, you guys, that was delicious. What are you guys eating? Okay. Whoa. I did eat one earlier though, so don't be mad if I'm like not like shocked. Okay, I want to say something about these cinnamon rolls. These are the best goddamn cinnamon rolls I've ever made in my entire life. Like, I tried something new and I really like that method instead. And that video is going to be for you guys tomorrow. I'm actually not going to put it in this video because remember I said I was breaking down my recipes. Anyway, how did you guys like that whole series? Like that whole like Jamaican series where I did the feast and then I showed you guys a separate recipe and then I did the leftovers. What did you guys think? Do you guys want more leftover? Do you guys want more leftover meals? Because I can do it. I can make a leftover meal out of this. I think you guys know that. Little pancake sandwich. But look at that, you guys. It is just so beautiful and soft. Y'all ain't gonna get a true reaction because I ate one. Me and Aiden ate one, and let's just say it's literally so like soft and chewy. I was nervous when they were in the oven. When they were in the oven, I saw them start to get really big, and I was like, crap, I overcrowded my pan. And I still stand true that I did overcrowd my pan, and I'm not gonna do that next time. The icing. Try it with a piece of bacon. That's so good with the bacon. I'm gonna go rinse my hands real quick. A towel is not gonna do. They're so like sticky. Okay. I washed my hands. God, if I wasn't full, I would be eating that. And yes, I had one earlier. I know, shame on me. It was Aiden's fault. He told me. He said, Mom, you have to try it before you get on camera, you know? So he made me do it. But now I'm starting to feel real chill, relaxed because I'm full. Yes, I know. You're like, but you didn't really eat that much. Y'all know me. Y'all already know it. But so tomorrow after this video, that is going to be next. So really, guys, stay tuned for this cinnamon roll recipe. I'm really proud of this one. It's like, I can't really even, you guys will see a close-up of the dough. It's everything in a cinnamon roll that you want it to be. It's just perfect. What the hell is that on my water machine? Is that my Vitamix lid? Let's just say, like, when it's time to sit down and eat, I lose it. I'm like all running around all over the place. Well, let me see. I wanted to tell you guys something. I feel like every time it's I want to say a huge shout out to all of the Jamaicans who saw my last video and my feast, and you guys were giving me your opinion, and you guys said I didn't do too bad for my first time. So I'm really excited to hear that, because it could have totally went left and everybody would have been like, that shit is disgusting. That's not how we do it. You guys were so nice about it though. I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. My eggs look yellow as hell because this light on right here. Look at that. Oh, I need that light. That's a cute light. I mean, it's not like dark in the day, but yeah, let's leave that light on. Let's leave that light on. Okay, I am gonna wrap it up here, you guys. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing a Christmas feast of just a regular like Sunday kind of meal. So stay tuned for that. But tell me, guys, what you think down below. Tell me what you guys are eating on for Christmas. I want to know. Are you guys having breakfast? What do you guys normally do for breakfast? If I do French toast, I probably will do that in the future. There are so many recipes I obviously have to show you guys. So sometimes when I want to do certain things in like the feast videos, I have so much I want to show you, and then I have to like dial it back because it's like, okay, of course I wanted to do French toast. I can't fit everything into like the breakfast video, and I gotta realize like there's so many recipes I have to show you guys in like so much time. These lonely pancakes, Aiden already ate like half the stack of Aiden ate like half the stack of pancakes, you guys. All right, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. That's really all I got. I feel super boring. Hopefully, should I put this up tonight? I don't think I'll have time. That's kind of like stretching it. Oh, Anyway, huge shout out to you guys for showing so much love the past couple days that I was uploading. Like I said, I'm trying to be more consistent. Let's end this year on a fire ass note. Let's end this year on a good note, you guys.